In today's fast-paced and chaotic world, we've all experienced moments where life feels spiraling out of control. Whether it's a lost job, a broken relationship, or simply the overwhelming speed of daily life, these moments can leave us feeling helpless and overwhelmed. But what if I told you there's a way to survive these challenges and grow stronger from them? Today, we'll delve into the philosophy of Seneca, an ancient Stoic philosopher whose teachings have stood the test of time. These principles aren't just abstract thoughts, but practical strategies that have helped people from ancient times to today face and overcome life's difficulties. By applying these Stoic principles, you'll learn how to control your emotions, maintain calm in stressful situations, and regain control of your life, no matter how tough things get. Let's explore how these ancient secrets can bring value to your modern life, helping you survive and flourish in every moment. Lesson 1. Mental preparation for difficult situations, the power of readiness. Life doesn't always go as planned. Unexpected events and unforeseen difficulties can arise at any time. That's why mental preparation for worst-case scenarios is a crucial aspect of Stoic philosophy. Stoicism doesn't encourage us to worry about what might go wrong, but instead helps us build mental strength to face these challenges with calmness and confidence. Seneca, a renowned Stoic philosopher, advised that we should rehearse worst-case scenarios in our minds. While it might sound a bit negative at first, this idea fosters a significant sense of readiness. Imagine preparing for an important meeting, but also considering potential challenges like technical issues, tough questions from colleagues, or heated debates. By mentally preparing for these possibilities, you won't be caught off guard if they happen. Instead, you'll handle them confidently and effectively. This mental preparation is much like how athletes train. They don't just practice the necessary skills, but also prepare themselves mentally for the difficulties they might face during competition. This helps them face and overcome challenges with confidence and resilience. Similarly, we can reduce fear and anxiety when they occur by taking time to think through potential difficulties. For example, suppose you're worried about job stability instead of drowning in fear and anxiety. In that case, you can start preparing by updating your resume, learning new skills, or exploring other career opportunities. You'll feel more confident and less affected by unforeseen difficulties when mentally and practically prepared. Mental preparation isn't about fearing what might go wrong. It's about building a mindset ready to face challenges head-on. This way, you'll become more resilient, adapt quickly to changes, and keep moving forward without being overwhelmed. Through the lens of Stoicism, this readiness helps you avoid being overwhelmed by adversity and creates opportunities for growth and strength through every challenge. Lesson 2. Embrace hardships, building resilience through challenges. In life, we often avoid difficulties, seeking safety and comfort instead. However, Stoic philosophy encourages the opposite approach, actively embracing and confronting challenges. This isn't about self-inflicted suffering, but building resilience and expanding your limits. Seneca once said, "Difficulties strengthen the mind as labor strengthens the body." This means that when we voluntarily accept challenges, we're not just testing our limits, but also building inner strength. Think of a soldier in the army. They undergo rigorous physical training, not because the difficulty is inherently good, but because it makes them stronger and more prepared to face any combat situation. Similarly, in daily life, when we choose to step out of our comfort zone, we're training ourselves to become more resilient. For example, if you're afraid of public speaking, the best way to overcome this fear is to regularly put yourself in situations where you must speak in front of others. Initially, this can be extremely difficult and stressful, but with each challenge, you'll notice your confidence growing and your fear gradually fading. Eventually, What once seemed impossible will become a skill you master and efficiently perform. Embracing challenges doesn't mean seeking out suffering, but recognizing that growth often comes from discomfort. Choosing the more challenging path may not be expected in a world that values comfort and convenience, but it brings immense benefits. When we voluntarily take on challenges, we're not just building resilience, but also reshaping how we perceive life. Consider athletes again. They don't just train under easy conditions. They push themselves in more challenging situations, like running in bad weather or facing more vigorous opponents. By doing this, they're better prepared for real competitions, ready to face any problem that comes their way. By proactively embracing hardships, we prepare ourselves better for the inevitable challenges. Instead of feeling overwhelmed, we become more confident and ready to handle whatever life throws us. This is why embracing hardship is a crucial part of Stoic philosophy. It makes us stronger and helps us view life from a different perspective. Every challenge is an opportunity for growth, and every difficulty is a lesson to be learned. When we accept and overcome these challenges, we survive and truly flourish. Lesson 3. Control your impulses, the key to a balanced and rational life. In our daily lives, we often encounter situations that trigger intense emotions, leading us to act impulsively without thorough consideration. Controlling impulses is a crucial skill emphasized by Stoicism, as it helps us maintain calmness and respond with reason. Aristotle once said that virtue lies in finding the balance between two extremes. He called this the golden mean. For example, courage is neither recklessness nor cowardice. It's the balance between these two extremes. Similarly, when controlling impulses, we must find the balance between reacting too quickly and not reacting. This balance allows us to respond thoughtfully, in alignment with our values and long-term goals. Imagine a situation at work where you receive a critical email from a colleague. The natural reaction might be to reply immediately, perhaps with anger or defensiveness. However, someone who has mastered impulse control will pause, reflect on the content of the email, consider possible responses, and choose a constructive reply. This approach helps avoid unnecessary conflict and demonstrates professionalism and maturity in handling the situation. Marcus Aurelius, one of the most famous Stoic philosophers, once wrote, "You have power over your mind, not outside events. Realize this, and you will find strength." This statement reminds us that while we cannot control everything around us, we can fully control our reactions to those events. This requires a high level of self-awareness, allowing us to act rationally and wisely instead of being driven by fleeting emotions. As you start applying this philosophy to your life, you'll realize that controlling impulses helps you avoid the negative consequences of impulsive reactions and leads to a more balanced life. You'll make decisions based on careful thought rather than fleeting emotions. This is the key to building better relationships, achieving personal goals, and living meaningfully. Lesson 4. Focus on one activity at a time. The secret to a peaceful and productive life. We often find ourselves caught in a whirlwind of endless tasks in today's fast-paced world. Sometimes, multitasking becomes the norm, but does it bring effective results? According to Stoic philosophy, the answer is no. Philosopher Seneca once said, "To be everywhere is to be nowhere," implying that we achieve nothing when we try to do too many things at once. Imagine you're trying to write an essential report while constantly checking your phone and replying to emails. What's the result? You'll likely take longer to complete the report, with a quality lower than expected, and you'll feel exhausted. This reflects a simple reality. When we divide our attention, we decrease our work's effectiveness and quality. Another Stoic philosopher, Marcus Aurelius, emphasize the importance of concentrating every minute on doing what's in front of you with absolute seriousness and focus. This isn't just advice for productivity. It's also a way to live more peacefully. When you focus on a single activity, you improve the quality of your work and reduce stress. This focus allows you to fully immerse yourself in the task at hand, leading to a sense of satisfaction and accomplishment that multitasking can never provide. Think of a skilled chef who can only create a perfect dish by focusing on every detail, from selecting ingredients to preparing and presenting the food. Similarly, complete focus on a task helps you perform better and achieve superior results. Applying this philosophy to your daily life, you'll find that dedicating full attention to a single task helps you achieve better results and brings peace of mind. Instead of letting yourself be distracted by many tasks, choose one and perform it with all seriousness and dedication. You'll discover that your work performance improves, and your mood and mental state also benefit greatly. This is the secret to living a balanced and productive life, as taught by Stoic philosophers. Lesson 5. Avoid victim mentality. Shift your mindset to take control of your life. One of the biggest mental traps we often fall into is seeing ourselves as victims of circumstances. When faced with difficulties or failures, it's easy to blame the situation, others, or even fate. However, Stoic philosophy reminds us that our perception of problems determines whether we experience suffering or happiness. Seneca once said, "We suffer more in imagination than in reality." This idea emphasizes that our interpretation of events, rather than the events themselves, is the trustworthy source of our suffering. Imagine someone who doesn't get promoted at work. The natural reaction might be to feel unfairly treated, overlooked, and immediately sink into self-pity. But suppose that person changes their perspective and sees this as an opportunity to grow, improve their skills, and seek new opportunities. The seemingly disadvantageous situation can become a chance to move forward in that case. Stoicism encourages us to shift from the mindset of, "Why is this happening to me?" to "What can I learn from this? And how can I grow through this challenge?" By doing this, we take control of our lives rather than letting circumstances dictate our emotions and reactions. Instead of being passive victims, we become proactive individuals capable of turning adversity into opportunity. For example, you're rejected after interviewing for your dream job. Disappointment is inevitable, but you can learn from the experience instead of wallowing in self-pity. You can review your interview performance, learn from it, improve yourself, and prepare for the next opportunity. By viewing failure as a lesson rather than a loss, you'll move forward quickly and increase your chances of success. Avoiding a victim mentality doesn't mean denying the real difficulties we face. Instead, it's about changing our mindset, shifting the focus from what we can't control to what we can control, our reactions. We'll feel more empowered and accessible when we realize we can choose how we respond to situations. Moreover, letting go of a victim mentality helps us build better relationships. When we stop blaming others and focus on improving ourselves, we become more empathetic, understanding that everyone is responsible for their happiness. This enhances personal confidence and creates a more favorable environment for everyone around us. In the spirit of Stoic philosophy, avoiding a victim mentality is a crucial step toward taking control of your life and building a fulfilling and meaningful existence. It allows us to rewrite our story, turning challenges into opportunities and truly mastering our destiny. Lesson 6. Spend time alone. Discover the power of solitude. In modern life, we are often surrounded by noise and distractions. Technology, work, and social relationships demand our attention, leaving us little time to stop and think about ourselves. However, Stoic philosophers, especially Seneca, emphasize the importance of time alone for self-reflection and inner balance. Seneca advised, "Withdraw into yourself as much as possible." This doesn't mean we should isolate ourselves from society, but rather, it's an encouragement to seek peace within, where we can face ourselves without distraction. Imagine spending a quiet afternoon walking in the park with no phone, no work, just you and your thoughts. This moment not only helps you relax, but also brings clarity to your mind and helps you recognize what truly matters. Another Stoic philosopher, Marcus Aurelius, emphasized that solitude allows us to connect with the deepest parts of our souls. He wrote, "Nowhere can man find a quieter or more untroubled retreat than in his soul." When we spend time alone, we can reflect on life, reassess past decisions, and set direction for the future. Spending time alone also helps us strengthen our character and mental resilience. Epictetus, another Stoic philosopher, advised that self-reflection is the best way to prepare for life's inevitable challenges. When we take the time to think about the challenges and how we respond to them, we enhance our ability to cope with adversity and become more resilient and decisive. A typical example is when you spend some time each day meditating or journaling. These activities help you connect with yourself and recognize the hidden emotions and thoughts that the noise of daily life might mask. Over time, this habit enables you to understand yourself better, make more informed decisions, and live a more authentic and meaningful life. Solitude, according to Stoic philosophy, isn't loneliness. It's an opportunity to explore yourself, strengthen your spirit, and realign your life. When we learn to withdraw into ourselves for reflection, we return to daily life with greater clarity, confidence, and strength. This is the power that solitude brings, a power that helps us face external challenges, but also helps us find peace and true purpose in life. Conclusion: Stoic philosophy isn't just ancient teachings. It's a set of practical tools that help us face and overcome the challenges of modern life. By focusing entirely on each task, controlling our impulses, mentally preparing for difficulties, proactively embracing challenges, avoiding a victim mentality, and taking time for self-reflection, we can build resilience, maintain calmness, and live a life full of meaning. Remember, life isn't always smooth, but with the principles of Stoicism, we can turn every obstacle into an opportunity for growth. Start with small changes. Focus on one task each day. Take some time for reflection, or challenge yourself to overcome a fear. Each step will help you build a more robust, calmer spirit, ready to face whatever life brings. Make Stoic philosophy a part of your daily life, not just to survive, but to thrive truly. Every day is a new opportunity to improve yourself, and by applying these principles, you'll move closer to a balanced, peaceful, and happy life.